I, John Paul, take you, Elizabeth, to be my wife.
I promise to be faithful to you
I promise to be faithful to you
in good times and in bad,
in good times and in bad,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love you and to honor you
to love you and to honor you
all the days of my life.
all the days of my life.
I, Elizabeth, take you, John Paul, to be my husband.
I promise to be faithful to you
I promise to be faithful to you
in good times and in bad,
in good times and in bad,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love you and to honor you
to love you and to honor you
all the days of my life.
all the days of my life.
Every hour, every day, every step along the way, whatever storms may arise, I'm forever here, right by your side. Oh, across the sky won't outshine my love for you. Fire in the dark with blinding light won't outshine my love for you. Ooh, oh, oh, oh. Ooh, oh, oh, oh. Look around where you are. See my love shine like the stars. Take a breath where you stand. I'm forever here to hold your hand. Oh, across the sky won't outshine my love for you. Fire in the dark with blinding light won't outshine my love for you. Ooh, every hour, every day, every step along the way, whatever storms may arise, I'm forever here, right by your side. Oh,
I've had the pleasure of having Elizabeth as my role model and the person I've looked up to my whole life. She is my inspiration, and I have always wanted to be like her. I've always known that Elizabeth needs someone who can keep up with her go personality. And you know what? It turns out that John Paul is a runner, and he can keep up with her. And seeing how happy they were together that day made me think, yeah, maybe she does like this guy. Elizabeth deserves the absolute best, and nothing has made me happier than seeing how happy she is with you, John Paul. So here's a toast to my lifelong best friend and her new lifelong best friend. I love you both dearly. Cheers.
I was a little bit daunted by the task of writing an adequate speech for such a wonderful friend who has had such an impact on all of our lives. Having a sister or a friend is like sitting at night in a lighted house with that feeling that when you are cozy and warm and safe and you feel so wonderfully at rest because you are surrounded by love that you know will never go away, then blessed with a friend who is so attentive and humble, caring and funny, that anyone whom God blesses with her friendship has that same feeling of being safe and sound. The fact that God's love has worked through her to change so many lives, and get to see what a beautiful thing that God has made with both of you. So, to two of the kindest and most faithful and best friends that I know, to Elizabeth and John Paul.
Wow. I still find it hard to believe that John Paul is marrying such a beautiful and wonderful woman. But then I got the save the date and saw their wedding website, ElizabethLovesJohnPaul.com. It's on the internet. It must be true. I think the greatest example of John Paul following his dream is in his pursuit of Elizabeth. But John Paul had the dream that he would propose after the midnight mass on the feast of Our Lady of Guadalupe, and he did it. John Paul's devotion to Elizabeth is fueled by his devotion to Christ. And I know that God, in his goodness, will lead them in their marriage in the years to come.
I truly am so honored to be friends with John Paul because he's not only one of the most genuine, unique, and magnanimous men I've ever known, but where John Paul is, there are always spontaneous adventures waiting to happen. So I've never met someone who has such a natural authenticity. John Paul truly seems fearless to be who he really is. Beyond that, John Paul is he's a patient man. He's always willing to listen. John Paul, you are so blessed to have found Elizabeth. And it's been so amazing to watch, likewise, the passion that John Paul shows in his love for Elizabeth. There's few things John Paul has shown equal devotion to, besides Poland, the Steelers, Michael Jordan. But Elizabeth, you are up there. John Paul and Elizabeth, it is so awesome to have watched you place your relationship in the hands of Jesus and Mary. Have many, many, many happy new adventures together. And may you keep up your running, all the while running towards Christ. And in finding him, may you always find the source of love and grace that will sustain you forever in a happiness that will never cease.
John Paul and Elizabeth, you know, when I was thinking about this night and Elizabeth as our firstborn and our little princess, how the saying of how time flies is sometimes a little bit of an understatement. It seems like it was just yesterday that Nancy and I were holding Elizabeth in our arms. We have always dreamed about Elizabeth one day being able to choose the person that she would spend the rest of her life with. The dream came true, and it's been a remarkable ride. You know, we, especially myself as a father, could not be happier that Elizabeth met John Paul. She's going to spend the rest of her life in the arms of JP. Has truly been a blessing for all of us.